Hello YouTubers! I will review all 18 teams of the draft picks that they selected in the 2024 AFL draft. It will be greatly appreciated if you can help my channel grow by subscribing to my channel. Thank you. Alright, let's go. Come on, yeah. The Adelaide Crows had 2 selections. With pick 4, the Crows selected Sid Draper, a 182cm midfielder who plays for South Adelaide in the South Australian National Football League. This kid has class and poise, X factor, speed, can go inside, outside, take the game on. Perfect addition to the Crows midfield where he will complement Laird, Dawson, Crouch and Solidigo. With pick 59, the Crows took father-son Tyler Welsh, a 191cm forward who plays for Woodville West Torrens in the South Australian National Football League. However, he also played for the Adelaide Crows reserve side in the SANFL, where he kicked 5 goals against Port Adelaide Magpies in the SANFL. This kid has strong hands, good overhead mark, is pretty quick in the first 20 seconds, so he has good tackling pressure. The Brisbane Lions 3 selections are, with pick 5, they took Levi Ashcroft, the son of Marcus Ashcroft, what a gun, a 181cm midfielder who plays for the Sangam Dragons. He won 3 premierships in a row for the Dragons. He's a smooth mover, class for ball in hand, just knows where to find footy. Gun player. Pick 25. The Lions selected Sam Marshall, a 185cm midfielder who's a Brisbane Lions Academy player. He's a midfielder who can go inside and outside. Another magnificent addition to the Lions midfield. And their final pick, at pick 42, the Lions selected Ty Gallup, a 194cm forward who plays for the Brisbane Lions Academy. He's a long-term project who the Lions will develop into a key forward. Let's go through Cowden's 4 picks. With pick 3, Cowden took Jagger Smith, smooth mover, gets a lot of possessions. He had 4 games, he had over 35 plus possessions. Will be a magnificent addition to Cowden's midfielder. With pick 40, Cowden selected Harry O'Farrell, a 197cm defender who plays for the Cola Cannons. He was involved in the Australian Academy, however he's been injured, but he has great talent and worth the pick. And pick 43, Cowden took father and son Ben Camporelli, a 186cm midfielder who's more of an inside mid. With pick 54 and their final pick was the other Camporelli twin in Lucas Camporelli, a 185cm midfielder and wingman who plays for Glenelg SA. He's more of an outside player that has great left foot kicking and a bit of Errol Gordon. Collingwood had 3 selections in this draft. With pick 47, Collingwood selected Joel Cochran, a 194cm key defender from the Sydney Swans Academy. The Swans did not match Collingwood's bid. He's a 194cm defender who can take intercepting marks in defence and is good link-up play with transition in defence like Sydney Swans Academy graduate in Nick Blakey. With pick 50, Collingwood selected Charlie West, a 194cm T-forward who plays for Woodville West Torrens in South Australian National Football League. He's a developing tall forward at 194cm who plays for the Woodville West Torrens Eagles in the SANFL. He is the grandson of the former AFL CEO of Wayne Jackson. With pick 56, Collingwood selected Will Hayes, a 181cm midfield forward who plays for Claremont in the Waffle. He's a 180cm winger from Claremont that has good running ability and has been injured this season. Could be a draft steal. Let's look at the 5 selections that the Bombers had in this year's draft. With pick 13, Essendon selected Isaac Kako, a 176cm small forward who plays for the Cola Cannons in the under-18s. He is a pressure forward who plays with energy, great at cramming the ball and kicking goals from any angle. He averages 1.5 goals per game in the under-18s, will suit perfectly for the Bombers. The next pick was pick 37, and the Bombers selected Cal Gary, a 199cm ruckman from West Perth in the Waffle. He's a ruck forward who plays for West Perth, has good agility for a player of his height. His dad was drafted by the Hawks in the 90s. At pick 39, Essendon selected Angus Clark, a 189cm defender from Glenelg in the SNFL. He's a halfback mean defender from Glenelg who likes to run with the ball and set up play, i.e. like his new teammate Mason Redmond. And he is the nephew of former Brisbane Lions, Adelaide Crows player and current AFLW coach in Matthew Clark. Pick 61, the Bombers selected Reese Irwin, a 179cm midfielder who plays for the Greater Western Victorian Rebels in Wick Country. He's a small midfielder with a good left foot. He's a super clever player who is very good in traffic and provides scoreboard pressure and has good speed. Pick 70, the Bombers selected Zach Johnson, a 186cm midfielder who plays for Northern Knights. He's a midfield but can also play as a mean defender who has the ability to read the play and he has clean ball skills. Fremantle Dockers had 3 selections. With pick 17, the Dockers selected Murphy Reid, a 182cm midfielder who plays for the Sangam Dragons under 18s in Victoria. He has 40 smarts with very silky skills and he is very good with ball news in his hand. With pick 34, Fremantle selected Charlie Nichols, a 197cm forward or defender who plays for Central Districts in the SNFL. He is very athletic, who is fast for his height and has great versatility and can play in the forward or defense, competes well in the air. And with pick 63, Fremantle selected Jaron Carr, a 191cm forward who plays for South Fremantle in the Waffle. He is the son of former Fremantle and St Kilda player in Matthew Carr. He's a forward that knows how to kick goals. Geelong had 4 selections in this year's draft. With pick 44, the Cats selected James Pockingham, a 109cm forward from Norwood in the SNFL. He's a tall forward who presents very well up forward. He has great overhead and strong hands. Good athlete, great leap. With pick 52, Geelong selected Jacob Moyer, a 201cm ruckman from Sturt in the SNFL. He's a ruckman or tall forward who can run 2.92 seconds in the 20-meter sprint and is quick. With pick 66, Geelong selected Lennox Hoffman, a 191cm defender from the Sangam Dragons in Victorian under 18s. He's a mean defender that has super fast speed and can take a strong intercept mark. He was part of St Kilda's Next Gen Academy. With pick 69, Geelong selected Caton Matofei Forbes, a 189cm forward who plays for the Western Jets under 18s in Victoria. He is a powerful medium forward. He averages 12 disposals and 1.4 goals per game for the Western Jets in the under 18s. Gold Coast Suns had 2 selections. With pick 9, the Suns selected Leonardo Lombard, a 178cm forward who plays for the Gold Coast Academy in Queensland. He's a forward and midfield who is very fast and has great goal sense. He won a VFL Premiership at the age of 16. With pick 49, the Suns selected Cooper Bell, 198cm defender from the GWS Academy in New South Wales. He is a tall defender that has very good speed and clean hands. He is very competitive. The GWS Giants had 5 picks. With pick 18, the Giants selected Oliver Hannaford, a 180cm forward who plays for the Greater Western Victorian Rebels for Vic Country. He is versatile where he can play midfield, forward or defense. With pick 19, the Giants selected Harrison Oliver, a 181cm defender from the Sangam Dragons under 18s. This kid is a hard runner and is very composed defender. He is great at linking the play from half back with his great decision making and uses his left foot brilliantly. With pick 24, the Giants selected Cody Angrove, a 182cm midfielder from Claremont in the Western Australian Football League. He's a midfield or high half forward that is very athletic. He has a combination of great speed and endurance. With pick 36, the Giants selected Jack O, a 194cm midfielder for the Greater Western Victorian Rebels in Vic Country under 18s. He's a tall midfielder who uses his height and strong frame to power into the contest. At pick 71, the Giants selected Logan Smith, a 204cm ruckman from the Greater Western Sydney Academy in New South Wales. He is a ruckman who is very mobile and very good at the stoppages, and he is good at winning the tap hitouts. Hawthorn had 2 picks. With pick 35, Hawthorn selected Noel Moraz, a 198cm key defender who plays for the Dandenong Stingrays in Vic Country. Moraz is a good one-on-one defender and has great height. Good selection for the Hawks at pick 35 and their first pick. With pick 64, Hawthorn selected Cody Anderson. He's a Hawthorn Next Gen Academy player. Anderson is a 183cm midfielder who can find the ball, plays for the Eastern Range under 18s. He was unfortunate to be injured. Could have been selected a lot higher if it wasn't for the injuries. Melbourne had 3 selections. With pick 6, the Demons selected Harry Langford, a 190cm midfield forward who plays for the Dandenong Stingrays in Vic Country. He's a tall midfielder with a good left foot kick that can hit targets, has a point of difference with his height and strength, a Jordan Dawson type. With pick 11, the Demons selected Xavier Lindsay, a 183cm midfielder defender who plays for the Gibson Power under 18s from Vic Country. He's a midfielder who can play half back and has an excellent left foot, can start the attack from half back or to the forwards when he's in the midfield. Doesn't mind the tackles as well. Demons have 2 elite kickers in Lindsay and Langford. And their final pick, with pick 68, is Aidan Johnson, a 193cm forward who plays for the Werribee Tigers in the VFL in Victoria. He's a forward who is a 24-year-old mature player who is ready made to play straight away to assist Van Rooyen and Petty up in the forward line. North Melbourne had 4 selections. With pick 2, North Melbourne selected Finn O'Sullivan, a 183cm midfielder who plays for the Oakley Chargers in Vic under 18s. This kid has great agility, has good turn of speed, and can take good overhead marks with a running vertical jump of 92cm, and is quick with a 20-meter sprint of just under 3 seconds. Has a massive kick. O'Sullivan is very athletic. With pick 27, North Melbourne selected Matt Whitlock, a 197cm defender or forward who plays for the Murray Bushrangers under 18s for Vic Country. Whitlock can play as a key defender but has shown his ability to play as a key forward, has good speed and agility. With pick 57, North Melbourne selected Luke Ukuhart, a 190cm midfielder who plays for East Perth in the Waffle. He's a tough inside midfielder who averages 20 disposals per game in the National Under-18 Carnival for WA. Very good at the clearance work and has power to hunt the ball. And the final pick, at number 67, the Blues selected Ruben Stevens, a 177cm small forward who plays for the Geelong Falcons in the under-18s. He is a father-son selection, and his father, Anthony, played in the North Melbourne Kangaroos Premiership in 1999. Port Adelaide had 3 selections. With pick 15, Port Adelaide selected Joe Berry, a 180cm forward who plays for the Murray Bushrangers under 18s. He is one of the 2 premier small forwards with Kako. Knows where the goals are and has very good lateral movement. He averages 3 goals per game in the under 18s. With pick 33, Port selected Jack Whitlock, a 200cm forward for the Murray Bushrangers under 18s. He is another key forward who marks the ball at the highest point in the air, has good agility for a tall forward, and pick 38, Port selected Christian Moraes, a 183cm midfielder forward who plays for the Eastern Range under 18s. He's a midfielder who also plays on the wing and foot. He can find the ball and knows where the goals are. He averages just over a goal per game in the under 18s. Richmond had 8 selections. With pick 1, Richmond selected Sam Lalo, a 188cm midfielder who plays for the Greater Western Victorian Rebels. A powerful, explosive type who plays with power like a Petrarca or Degoe type, with power in the midfield, and then plays as a marking forward with his strength. He is also great with his tackle, a midfield bull with explosiveness who fends off players and loves to tackle. With pick 7, Richmond selected Josh Smiley, a 195cm midfielder who plays for the Eastern Range under 18s. He's a tall midfield to develop into a big body mid and contested mid, kicks goals and averages around 1 goal per game. He's a Tom Green type. With pick 12, Richmond selected Taj Houghton, a 183cm midfield forward who plays for the Sangam Dragons under 18s. A midfielder who can kick goals. He went pretty high up in the draft, and if it wasn't for his ACL knee injury that he sustained in the middle of this season, he could have been taken a lot higher in the draft. With pick 14, Richmond selected Jonty Fole, a 195cm forward who plays for the Greater Western Victorian Rebels in the under 18s. He's a 195cm key forward who competes well in the air for his team, and he took 4 contested marks in the Coates Talent League Grand Final. With pick 21, Richmond selected Luke Traynor, a 195cm defender who plays for Sandringham Dragon under 18s. A key defender who is very good in setting marks and has good skills for his height, who can start the counter-attack from defense. With pick 23, Richmond selected Harry Armstrong, another key forward who excelled in the National Under 18 Carnival. He is great at taking contested mark and is very athletic for his height. With pick 28, Richmond selected Thomas Sims, a 199cm forward who plays for the Northern Knights under 18s in Victoria. He's a key forward who stands at 199cm and averages just under 2 goals per game, and had taken 4 marks per game, or averages 4 marks per game in the under 18s. He has great mobility for his height and plays for the Northern Knights. With pick 58, Richmond selected Jasper Olga, a 183cm forward for the Calder Cannons. He's a small forward who averages 11 disposals per game in the Coates Talent League. I will go through the 6 picks that St Kilda had selected in this draft. With pick 8, the Saints selected Toby Tralagio, a 188cm defender who plays for the Bendigo Pioneers. He has great running ability and good skills off halfback, but has scope to transition into a midfield. With pick 10, the Saints selected Alex Taru, 193cm key defender who plays for Gibson Power in the under 18s. He's an intercepted defender in this draft. Taru plays for the Power, was injured for the first half of this season but came back with a bang, has versatility and can play a bit in the forward and midfield. With pick 32, the Saints selected James Barat, a 194cm forward or defender who plays for the Bendigo Pioneers. He is very competitive and he took out the Pioneers' best and fairest for season 2024. This kid has leadership qualities. Pick 53, St Kilda selected Alex Dobson, a 203cm ruckman who plays for Sturt in the SANFL. He is the best ruckman in this draft, starting at 203cm, acts as a midfielder when the ball goes to ground. Made the All-Australian under 18s. With pick 60, St Kilda selected Patrick Said, 180cm small forward who plays for Colton Cannons. Good acquisition for the Saints to add to another small forward to their ranks. Sydney had 4 selections. With pick 22, the Swans selected Jesse Detowi, a 180cm forward who plays for the Northern Knights under 18s. He's a tough forward or midfielder who is very strong at the contest. He averages 20 disposals, 2 tackles and 2 goals per game in the under 18s. With pick 26, Sydney selected Ned Bowen, a 187cm forward from Norwood in the SNFL. He's a medium forward that stands at 185cm that likes to fly for his marks. Exciting player to watch and played for Norwood in the SNFL. With pick 41, Sydney selected Riley Bice, a 186cm defender or wing who plays for the Werribee Tigers in the VFL. He's a mature age player at the age of 24 who stands at 185cm. He's a defender or wingman who averages 21 disposals per game and is very composed with ball in hand. And pick 55, the Swans selected Riak Andrews, a 193cm defender who plays for the Dandenong Stingrays in Rick Country. He is the brother of Mac Andrew. Rick is very mobile and has a magnificent natural leap. He intercepts the ball pretty well and uses his marking to his strength. He is also good at spoiling the ball with his long reach. West Coast Eagles had 5 selections. Their first pick, at pick 16, the Eagles selected Bo Allen, a 191cm midfielder or defender who plays for the Peel Thunder in the Waffle. He is Western Australia's best player in the draft. He will start in defense and long term he will move in the midfield like a Jordan Dawson type. The second pick that West Coast had was pick 30 and they selected Joe Shanahan, a 195cm forward who plays for the Bendigo Pioneers in mid-country. He's a key forward that can take contested marks and he took a lot in the under 18s championship. He played a number of VFL games for Essendon Bombers and kicked over 2 goals per game in those games that he featured for the Bombers. With pick 46, the Eagles selected Tom Gross, a 183cm midfield forward who played for the Oakley Chargers in Vic Metro. He averages 23 disposals per game, 3 tackles and just under a goal per game in the under 18s. He's a hard at it player who made the All-Australian under 18s. Luca Gregro, a 184cm defender or midfielder from the Western Jets. This kid has skills and has been injured, has resilient character. He is very strong one-on-one and in the air, and he has good decision making. And their final pick, at pick 65, West Coast selected Hamish Davis, a 190cm forward who plays for Claremont in the Waffle. He played in the Waffle elimination final and kicked 4 goals. He's a leading marking forward that likes to get up the field. He has elite endurance and good scoreboard pressure. The Western Bulldogs had 5 selections. With pick 20, the Doggies selected Cooper Hines, a 190cm midfielder forward who plays for the Dandenong Stingrays under 18s. He has a bit of power where he averages 25 disposals and 1.7 goals per game in the under 18s. With pick 29, the Doggies selected Lachlan Jakes, a 185cm defender from the Geelong Falcons in the under 18s. He's a 185cm medium defender who plays for the Geelong under 18s and won their best and fairest, for which he averaged 23 disposals per game. With pick 31, the Bulldogs selected Josh Doolan, a 177cm midfield forward for the Sandham Dragons under 18s. He has excellent endurance and is a hard running player. Has been injured this season but has AFL crawlies, for which the Bulldogs had selected him for. With pick 51, the Bulldogs selected Sam Davidson, a 191cm medium forward who played for the Richmond's VFL team in Victoria. He's a 25-year-old forward standing at 191cm with speed and has excellent kicking. With pick 62, the Bulldogs selected Luke Kennedy, a 180cm midfielder who plays for the Sandham Dragons under 18s. He is a midfielder with a high work rate, great kick on both feet, and has very good clean hands at the contest. That's my review of all 18 clubs for their draft selections. It would be greatly appreciated if you can subscribe, comment and like to my channel. All subscribers will be greatly much appreciated. Hope to see you again next time. Thank you.